In this video, I want to share with you my plan of how to incorporate YouTube videos into my business. This is a document that I wrote up in a class I took last year. I was able to take a free business class through the church I attend, and if any of you have an opportunity like that, I really would recommend it. I connected with some amazing people, and I got a lot of help in starting my side hustle and growing it a little bit more than what it was. Because it was so helpful, I wanted to share with you the business plan or the blueprint that I came up with at the end of the class. The assignment was to come up with something you could potentially pitch to an investor who might want to invest in your small business idea. But I wanted to share it with you because it shows a great deal of how I incorporate YouTube into my business, which happens to be an eBay reselling. And I say business lightly, it's really at the hobby level still. I hope by sharing this with you, you can find a way to have diversity in your income, because it's important to do that, but to make it so that all that diversity works for you into a system kind of running in the background to help your business grow as a whole. Each individual piece can work on its own, but really when you put all these gears together, it can really move and generate a sort of passive income for you. So here, my channel is Inside the Box, and we talk about ways you can make money with the skills and tools you already have, the things that are inside your box. I do this personally by e-commerce things, by reselling items online and making YouTube videos about it. You can see I have 3 sections here. Each of these sections work on their own, but when I combine them together, they really work as a system. All the gears turn, they all mesh, and it works really well for me. I resell on eBay. This section works alone by itself just fine. I make YouTube videos. I am paid through Google AdSense. This section would work on its own just fine too. If I didn't have eBay, it would still work. And then advertisers, co-signers, affiliate marketing, sponsorships. There's ways to do affiliate marketing without YouTube. I've been learning more about this. There's things you can do to be sponsored without having to have a channel on YouTube. I'm learning more about these things, but this really can stand on its own. So it's like 3 different businesses that are all merging together. And I have diversity because if eBay were to shut its doors and I could never list another item on it, if I wasn't able to sell on eBay, I'd still have YouTube that I could rely on in this business. If YouTube stopped working for me, I'd still have eBay and be able to co-sign with people. You get the idea. So each of these parts can work on their own, but they also work really well together. So I started just by selling on eBay, and then I started making YouTube videos about it. And this was making a nice little gear for me. And once these YouTube videos got monetized and I started introducing affiliate marketing to my channel, it all came together in this big gear. And I feel like a lot of eBay resellers are using this similar business model, business system, and this is just kind of what it looks like on paper for me. And now these gears are really important to me because I could have a channel that's not about reselling, but it wouldn't mesh with eBay. You know, let's say I sold things on eBay, but I had a channel about how to can tomatoes or something. Like I'm probably not selling my canned tomatoes on eBay. Those things aren't working together. They'd be good business models on their own, but it would be really time consuming for me and not very efficient. So it was really good for me to start a YouTube channel involving something I was already doing that could work together. So when you're introducing diversity into your business, I would be thinking about ways the gears could still mesh. You know, things could still work. They can turn on their own, but they work really well together. And that's just going to be more time efficient for you. And I mean, do what you're passionate about and what works for you. This is what's working for me right now with the small amount of time I have to dedicate to this. It's important that I think of things that can work together in a system like this. So once I've drawn a business picture of what I want this to look like, I'm going to ask myself some questions like, who am I serving? And again, I have this set up in 3 different sections. For eBay, I'm serving people who want to buy affordable items online. For people on YouTube, I'm making videos for people who want to sell items online. And so those things are going hand in hand. That gear is starting to turn. And then for my advertisers, co-signers, affiliate marketing, sponsorships, I'm helping people who want to get their products out in front of an audience. And because I have an audience now, I can push those products. I also know how to sell those products online because I sell them on eBay, and I'm selling products online. I could push them in front of my audience if I wanted to. So that's really an overview. And then the next section, I break it down even more and I list some goals that I had of how to have a competitive advantage, acquire new customers, and resources I will need. And these are just my personal goals that I wrote down. And like I said, this was a year ago. It's time for me to revisit this and refresh this. But this is just kind of how my business worked together. So I just wanted to share this template with you. And then as part of the class, like if I was pitching to an investor, I'd want to show them some of the progress I was making. So these were my numbers a year ago, how much I was profiting at the time on eBay, how much I was making on YouTube, and how much I was making with affiliate marketing. There's just some graphs there. So this is just something that you could put together if you were looking for an investor or someone to sponsor you, maybe even. So that was it. It was just a 3-page business plan. I had my overview that was really visual because I'm a visual learner, visual person. And then I had it dive down just a little bit deeper and divided in those 3 sections all the time. I'm focusing on different goals for each one of those things, but they're all meshing together. They're making that system. So if you can find a business plan that makes a system, I feel like it really saves you time. So I wanted to share this because I love talking about this stuff, and I thought that some of my audience might be interested in this. And then the last page, you just throw together your data, your stats. How is your business doing? And this is good for me to look at, like, where can I improve? So this is just really simple. I wanted to share it with you guys because I thought some of my audience might be interested. I know a lot of you are into the eBay and YouTube, but even if you're not, this is just a way YouTube can help enhance your business. It can become one of those gears because you can make videos about what your business is doing and generate an additional audience to sell products to, or to advertise to get those sponsorships in. And that's just kind of how YouTube fits in as a middle gear for me. You can use other social media websites as well. It doesn't have to be YouTube, but like I said, this was just what I did. This was my personal plan I made a year ago. I just am curious if anyone was interested in this video. Let me know in the comments below. If you want a template like this, I could probably figure out how to make one and get it to you guys. Thanks for letting me share this with you. This was kind of personal for me to share, but I had a lot of fun making it last year, and I thought my YouTube audience might appreciate something like this. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos on how to make money with the skills and tools you already have. Thanks, guys.